And we're starting off with the curtain jerker. And my friend, it has to be what we saw on AEW Dynamite, the 250th episode. We said last week we're going to have MJF versus Ospreay. They're going to do this right now. They're going to draw the ratings in, and they're opening up the show with it. What are we going to see? We saw 60 minutes of wrestling. 60 minutes of wrestling that ended with MJF raising the belt really, really high. He used that diamond, whatever it's called, that dynamite diamond ring.
Yeah.
Punching Ospreay in the face, knocking him out cold, and stealing the belt from Ospreay. But more importantly, my friend, a wonderful, wonderful match on free television from a company that needs wonderful. They needed to showcase what AEW was all about. You, as the WWE fan, how did you feel watching this, and did you enjoy the first hour of your Wednesday Night Dynamite?
I did. It was an excellent match. I was probably it's arguably the best match they've ever aired on Dynamite. So it's like if people gonna criticize it for the length, that's stupid to me. I mean, it did have some filler, did go on long, but whatever. What are they gonna have with the other? What are they gonna replace that time with? More learning tree? Give me more MJF versus Will Ospreay, because after that match, the show kind of sucked. But that first match, the first hour was electric. It's like everything that AEW could be. But it's just and MJF winning the international championship is interesting to me. They're obviously doing this again at Wembley. MJF versus Will Ospreay for that title, I'm presuming. But how do you top this one? Like, how do you even this? Like, if you were asking, if I were the booker, I'd say let's do a 30-minute match on Dynamite and let's do the hour at Wembley. But now they've already done the hour on Dynamite. I don't know what the hell they do at Wembley, but we'll see. But it was an electric match. I hope it did well for the ratings. I hope it worked. I hope, because Will Ospreay is probably the best wrestler on the planet. Like if not the best. He's that damn good. And his mic skills are improving. He's only going to get better from working with MJF. So I love everything about this storyline. Really, MJF and Ospreay is like the biggest match on the show, and it's not for the main title. Because that's the one I'm most invested in now. But yeah, let me hear some of your thoughts on what did you think about the Iron Man match? I guess we can call it.
I will say probably could have gone 40 minutes and been just as impactful, but I understand what are the other 20 minutes going to be? Another, I don't know, like Willow Nightingale promo? Come on. I really enjoyed this match. You know what I was watching this match and how wonderful Will Ospreay is as a talent, as a wrestler. I was truly once again respecting MJF's entire catalog, because MJF is the exact type of wrestler, not the mic skills, the type of wrestler that AEW needs, because he's not the high-flying gymnastic type that does all these. He is very much a base in the wrestling game, and him and Ospreay together work perfectly because they can do the chain wrestling stuff. They can do the pin combination stuff that goes into a headlock, into a leg takedown, and all. They can do all that stuff, and MJF can live that game, but he also can be the grounded professional wrestler that makes the eye poke as impactful as the sunset power bomb or whatever. MJF is the perfect foil for all of these guys that AEW has, and I'm so excited to see the next step of this, because we got 60 minutes. And Will Ospreay probably could have won if he did the Tiger Driver, and then he didn't do the Tiger Driver, and then MJF knocks him into the referee and hits him with the diamond ring. So will Ospreay break bad in order to get over MJF the second time? There are so many storytelling things for this. I don't know what they do as a stipulation, if they have a type of Iron Man match or 2 out of 3 falls match or something like that. But I'm excited to see what happens. And absolutely, especially with Ospreay being from there, this is 100% the main event of that Wembley Stadium, even though it won't be the main event in Wembley Stadium. I was so happy, dude. I was so happy to watch this. And all I got to say, the best part of the night, and probably the part that made me pop the most as a wrestling fan over the past, 6 weeks, was afterwards MJF getting helped by 7 security guards and the oxygen mask on his face as he has the belt. I was laughing my ass off. A+ all around.
That was really, excuse me, Jesus. That was really great. And also, they've set up this Don Callis family thing. They Will Ospreay cordially left like cordially left the Don
Yeah.
Callis family. The stupidest booking I've ever seen. He's a heel. He joins the company as a heel. He's in the Don Callis family. Decides he doesn't want to kill whoever he faced at the pay per view with a screwdriver. I'm already blanking. That's what Don Callis like. Then on Collision, they have a backstage conversation. And Will Ospreay's like, "Hey man, I'm sorry I couldn't use a screwdriver. I don't want to be in the Don Callis family anymore." And Don Callis is like, "All right, man, best of luck." Don Callis is a heel. There's no way that's the way the story's ending, right? So I'm guessing that he's going to play a part in this match at All In and screw over Ospreay. We'll see. There's a million, or maybe MJF will join the Don Callis family. That would be the worst thing ever, but it could happen. There's a million different ways they could go with this, but I really thought that they needed that match last night, and I hope people appreciate it instead of trying to poke holes in it and find things wrong with it because it was too long. It was one of the best matches of the year, and it's two of the greatest wrestlers of our generation. Let's enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's enjoy it. And also, another thing to shout out before we move on. We talked a lot about how WWE's production level has just tenfold gotten better ever since people left that company. They had the following, Rhea Ripley walking out during her entrance and all this cool, the Braun Breaker, like sky cam view of his spear, like all the cool things they're doing. There was some excellent camera work and spots set up in production from this Ospreay MJF match, particularly the one where he's out of the ring and says to the camera, like, I'm the best in the world and you know it. And then from behind him, you don't see it, but Ospreay comes diving out of the ropes and hits him with the back of the elbow. Like there was some A+ stuff built in to that world. And I a lot of props for AEW here. That match was special. Rest of the Dynamite, well, we're not going to be talking about it on this part of the show.